Hello lovely people. 1 week ago we finished our third Vipassana meditation retreat here in Myanmar.
And today, to talk about our third experience, we choose this wonderful place called Bagan, where there is plenty of temples. Those temples are linked to the Buddhism practice and also in a way to the Vipassana meditation.
And we thought it's the perfect place to talk a bit about this amazing technique of Vipassana.
So, how do we feel after our third Vipassana meditation retreat? I would just say, wow, it's so wonderful. It's so much more in balance with everyday situation, everything what is happening around me, less judgment about what is happening, and less in the future or in the past. It's really like about experiencing the reality as it is right now in this moment and not like I want it to be. It's really like enjoying everyday situation.
Like now we came out of the Vipassana and directly life comes back, of course, and directly we had to face some challenges. We lost our wallet, we found it back. I mean, not us, but someone called us, gave us the wallet directly, but in the meantime it was like we lost the credit cards, we lost everything. And we were like, whoa, okay, we just came out of the Vipassana and now first big challenge is there.
Yeah.
But that's where you can actually directly observe the benefits of Vipassana, because directly you're able to, directly, it depends for everyone, but yeah, you can take a step back and you can just face the situation and understand that there is no reason to react, no craving, no aversion, no need for this, because it doesn't change the reality. And that's the main teaching of the Vipassana.
This technique really teaches you to align yourself with what is happening right now and how you can take actions, like good actions, and to go in the good direction and do the good things. And that's what I felt when we realized that the money was gone. I mean, the whole wallet was gone, and we had to apply for the Indian visa. I was just like, okay, let's now face what do we have to do right now for the Indian visa. Okay, what is our possibilities, what we can do now in order to fix this first situation, because there we also had some challenges. So it was a really quite intense morning. And then I meditated in the meanwhile a bit, and I just felt pleasure, because I didn't went into aversion or craving. I just experienced reality right now in this moment as it is, and everything gonna work out. And then Nora announced me that someone found the wallet, and it was like, whoa, thank you. Vipassana
so
directly.
Grateful.
Yeah, that's really what Goenka also says is like, when you stay aware about what's happening and you stay positive, like equanimous, then you also just attract good things in your life. And that's really what I could feel in this situation.
First day in Bagan, going around from one temple to another, we met Zhao, a painter which was working there. He told us a bit about the Buddhist philosophy and the story behind the temples of Bagan. We very soon realized how the Vipassana meditation has taken its roots within the Buddhist culture.
Buddha teach not to do any event and not to speak in any event, not to think any event. This is for peace way.
In this period, they wanted a lot of people to learn this.
Yeah.
That's why they built so many temples here in Bagan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you will see a lot of wall painting and statue. Some temple Buddha secrets, stone secrets, how to live and how to do for the real Theravada Buddhism. They paint a lot of Buddha life for the story and painting. Now we can learn how to do the way, how he will be enlightenment. Sila and Samadhi, Panya. Sila is also for women, not to do any event or not to think any event, not to speak any event. This is Sila. And Samadhi is a trick. We need to focus on how their bad is on their good. And then Panya like wisdom. When we don't have Samadhi, we don't know how they are right way. Just like without eye and without ear, we walk away. When we have a lot of concentration and a lot of Panya wisdom, you have a good eye and good ear. You can decide for how they are bad, how they are good, how we should go to the way.
And we thought in such a place it could be a nice way to go back to the Vipassana and talk a bit more about what is so wonderful about the technique.
This is really a technique which is straightforward to the point, which can be practiced by everyone, by young and old, and it's really scientific.
The technique doesn't come into your way of seeing the things. It's just about improving what you are already. Another thing which is really impressive about the Vipassana and the teaching you get there during 10 days is that after you did those 10 days, you are actually ready to come back home with all the tools they gave you there, and you are actually ready to start your practice. It's not like other things that you could have tried where when you go back home you're a bit lost and you don't know where to start, how to do and how to keep on going with the technique. Here you really receive everything to actually implement it in your life, and you had the time to get used to it during those 10 days. In order to achieve this, they start to teach you what is the basic principle of the Vipassana.
Yeah.
Chile, Samadhi and Panya.
So Chile is some presets. What is the most important thing about these presets is that you are not going into any kind of anger, not any kind of lies, that you don't harm anyone else, and that you just concentrate on yourself and don't interrupt anyone else in his being.
Thanks to those precepts, you start working on a healthy base.
In the second step, you learn the concentration of your mind.
Samadhi.
And the concentration of your mind is also, you can also find this in other techniques of meditation, the concentration of your mind. That's not something new, but on this meditation retreat, you learn Anapana, which is a really pure form of meditation. You don't use any controlled breath. You don't use any mantras. You don't use any kind of forms of concentration, no visualization, nothing. By observing the breath on this certain part, and which an area which always goes smaller and smaller, you're also making your mind sharper and sharper until a certain point where your mind gets so concentrated that you can actually go over to another technique, which is not only concentration of your mind, but which is actually a therapy which is not based on any kind of words you have to talk. Like in psychotherapy, it's not like over a spoken word. In Vipassana, which is the next step of the meditation retreat, you start to observe
the reality as it is, you learn how to stay equanimous in front of the reality. To learn at the practical level, this is Panya. Even though we are able to observe the reality, already not everyone is really able to be connected to the present, to the reality around them. But even though we are able to do it, there is still a big part of the human being which is judging all the time and reacting all the time.
This technique really allows you to experience the truth within yourself, the truth of life, the universal law, how everything arises and ultimately passes away.
And now we're gonna leave you for the sunset.
Yes, definitely.
Bagan is offering you this wonderful moment here, sunsetting on the temples. So yeah, it's time to conclude this video. And if you like the project, don't forget to spread the love by supporting us, like and subscribe, and get your amazing print.